Hi there, so this is my presentation for my first piece of coursework for games technologies. I'm going to start off with the gameplay and then I'll move on to discuss the actual code. Game starts off with a splash screen. If the game was created with the exit function, or with that, if it was built, then clicking exit would take you out of it, but obviously because I'm only playing the game in Unity, that doesn't work. So if you click the start, that takes you to the first room, which is smaller than the rest of the rooms. Now, I do have the gems in this part. I kind of ran out of time in terms of coding it so that the gems don't appear in this level, so just ignore the gems. The object of this level is to find the exit. Once you find the exit, if you collide with the exit, it'll take you to the first level. So the point of the game is to collect each of the diamonds, which is the key object. And then once you have found all of the gems, which is taking a minute, there we go. Once you collide with the last one, it will take you to a splash screen to say that you have won the game. So this is the game manager script for my game. A lot of the script has been written by yourself, Daryl. I did find it quite challenging to integrate my own stuff into the existing code, but I hope I do have a good understanding of the parts of it. So obviously these, you'll know the parts that you made. So these are the companion's internal state and the player's internal state, so that kind of records their health and their speed. I've upped the speed a bit. The speed was a bit quicker on the companion because I did up the speed on the enemy as well. And then in the game manager public class we have some of the variables. So we have the game manager and some more of the variables. And then in this region, this is where we have all the players' information. This is where I have put in my exit information. This is where I put in my gem information, which is the key that you're looking for in the game. The item you created, so that's the health object, and then the companion. And then I also have where my enemies arrive. So in the start function, obviously you can see this is where we did have the code, but after fixing it in class, I was able to, with your help, go through the levels. So this has all been commented out and it's used in a different part. And then in the awake function we have to make sure that the game manager isn't destroyed. And then we have the pick in the position, so it's creating a completely random position to drop down each of the players. So then these pieces of script are for placing the player, placing the health cube, placing the companion, and then with placing the gem, I have this code in so that 3 of the gems will generate, and they will generate in a random position on the cube because you need 3 to collect 3 to finish. And then other scripts we have is my exit script, so that's basically whenever the player collides with the exit, it will load the next level. We also have the player script, which a lot of it is yourself. The code that I've added in is to do with the end game. So if I have created a public int called count, and down here it's adding that I've got these print statements in just to make sure it's working, but if the player collides with the gem, the count will increase by 1, and then up here I have that whenever the count equals to 3, it says you will win, and then they'll load the end scene. I also have a button manager which manages the buttons in the splash screens. And then the companion script is the script that's used for the companion. A lot of it is your script. I haven't done a lot with the companion, which I'm realizing now that I should have, but I plan to do that in the next piece of coursework. So in the mesh generator, this is where we are making sure that the player and everything gets pulled over across into the next level to make sure that the game manager instantiates the player, etc. So that fixed that issue that we had. And then this is, basically creating the mesh for the ground and everything. I know I haven't added very many novel features to my game. I do hope that this changes in the next piece of coursework, as I have found this quite difficult, but I am pleased with the overall outcome. Yeah.